Well, just finished a nice 12-hour long shift. So I'm going from work, Amazon warehouse, MSP1 in Shakopee, Minnesota, home. One of the downsides to working till 6 a.m. is the sun coming up, at least when you want to get to sleep. I was a stower and then a picker for, 2.5+ years. You're stocking inventory, you're picking things out of the inventory. When COVID hit, I became a learning trainer, so you train people. Hey, nice open spot. Good morning. Some of the things that I train people on are like how to access a robotics floor safely, how to fix individual pieces of equipment. I've worked at Amazon for 4 years now. When I first started, my feet hurt. I would get blisters. Blisters suck. After a long work week, you will quite literally feel hungover the day after. Like just from the long hours, like I feel kind of hungover right now from all of the just stress and strain that's put on your body. So you have to hydrate a ton. You need to get whatever sleep you can. When I started working at Amazon, in the first month, I lost 10 pounds. So I had to eat a meal before work, first break, second break, third break, and after work, just to keep my current weight. You have to make different adjustments like that to your life to make sure that like you can physically make it through. Well, I'm awake. At least today is my last shift. So tomorrow I'll be able to bring your mail over. Love you, Grandma. One of the positives, the golden handcuffs that a lot of people like that keeps them there in spite of the negatives, there would be things like health insurance. And the time off, being flexible, that was also very helpful. It's still helpful like nowadays. So like if you have, family commitments, or you're trying to go to school, like I help my grandma all the time. It's really helpful because you can use some of that time off to make that work with your Amazon schedule. You'll either mature in how you handle things to be able to handle different situations more effectively. Otherwise you're just going to burn out.
These warehouses are located at strategic points on our nation's highway system where land is cheap and widely available, and so they tend to cluster. So workers there actually have a lot of leverage, or more leverage than they used to, because they can just go to wherever is offering the highest wage.
Okay, so we're gonna have to repalletize those so they can all sit at
To the same way?
yes, please. It's a very competitive things of working in warehouse nowadays when you got different jobs that's offering you $22 an hour to come work for them. I started off as a picker, to a manual picker, to a packer, and then I moved to shipping. Because I always said I want to learn everything in the warehouse. That's my goal, to challenge myself. It gets very stressful some days. You have your days to where it's a good day. You have your days to where you just be like, I'm finna walk out. It's different days to different things.
If you think of this in terms of how we live now, there's been this grand shift between going to the store and buying your own stuff to paying other people to do it for us. So it's this fundamental transition between how we used to shop, how our consumer culture used to work, and now how we shop online. It's not a trivial change at all. And it's a creator of millions of jobs in the meantime because somebody has to do all that work for us.
If labor continues to be a challenge, we'll continue to optimize through automation and robotics to offset the labor issue. But the reality is that the cost of fulfillment will go up because the cost of labor will go up.
So the very last leg of the journey of our USB charger is coming out of a fulfillment center. Then it's going to end up being loaded onto a truck at what's known as a delivery station, and that truck is what will carry it to its ultimate destination, a business or your house. So one of the strange things about the new world that we live in is that when we order things online, it's the last mile delivery driver who might be our only point of human contact with this entire system. We might even know our local UPS driver or our local postal carrier because they tend to have very consistent routes.
Doreen likes her stuff inside because, especially if it's going to rain, other carriers sometimes don't leave it in the same spot. And she's like searching the farm. So I try to be very consistent every day. I've been with UPS for 32 years, since 1989. I've been on this route for about 12 years, going on like 13 years now. It's okay, here. Come here, come here. Ready? I know, see? Everything's all good now.